Saturday went from an offensive perspective?
I mean, of course, you come out of a scrimmage, you get a kind of measurement rod of where you are, and you're not game planning or anything, so you want to see how kids react. We had a bunch of young guys get some reps. I was pleased with the operation of it with the young guys, getting in there, showing they have a sense. We front loaded this install pretty heavy, so we threw a lot on them. We didn't hold back much in the scrimmage one. We've done it in the past, but we got some young guys we think that's going to contribute, so we wanted to throw the whole game at them, and gave us a good measurement stick. So I thought some young guys showed that they're going to take a little bit more work and seeing signals getting lined up and seeing the adjustments of the game, and some kind of rose to the occasion. So it's that I thought it was a good day as far as workload. We got a bunch of plays in, so it was a good measuring stick, and I'm pleased where we are so far going into with a bunch of work left to kind of complete.
Some of the newer guys, I'm thinking like Jake Rizzi, Richie Leonard. Like, how are they kind of acclimating here?
Good. I mean, Richie was here in the spring, so he's kind of pretty caught up. Rizzi getting here in the summer, that's always a tall task, but he's played quite a bit of football, so he's repping some center and guard. He's getting a bunch of reps at both, so it's good to see him going to operate. He was one that got a ton of reps, and the speed of the game and all that kind of good stuff. I was pleased in how he responded today, because I thought he got a little bit overwhelmed on Saturday. It was a bunch. He got tired. We had some long drives and everything too, so it was good to see him come out today and have an understanding of where he was and keep gaining better from the scrimmage notes and things that we got corrected.
I know it's nothing new because it was the same story last year and probably the year before, but how good is it for your offense to go against that defense every day?
Oh yeah, man, that's a benefit. I mean, our D-line, head coach Hagan been doing it for a long time, and our defense doesn't hold back their install either. So we're getting a multitude of looks, a multitude of situations, so it keeps those older guys on edge, so it's not just the same deal. They got some new wrinkles in and things like that we got to communicate and kind of tweak our schemes to go. So it's always good for us, to go against that defense, and especially that defensive front.
Coach Norvell mentioned Keandre Jones is a guy that stood out throughout fall camp so far. What have you seen from him as well?
Yeah, Keandre, well, he missed a little bit of the spring, so it was good to get him out there, get him in the swing. This is year 2 for him. So we should start seeing him settle and kind of be one of the guys. And I've been proud of that. All those older guys with him, Mo, Darius, all those guys that played quite a bit of football. It's good to see them set up with each other and more be playing like a unit. So it makes the rotation a lot easier. And also, it's kind of expected. So they should be kind of growing, with 1 year left.
You mentioned rotation. Is that something that you're going to do again going into the season?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
How is Ferg done, and how does he fit into that guard rotation?
Ferg was good. He was kind of limited in the spring a little bit, so it's good seeing him rotated, playing some left and right. I've been pleased with him. He got a little bit of weight off of him, and he's moving well. And what I like about him, he took a little bit of a vocal leadership role. We got good leadership by example. Ferg wants to be loud and have fun and show some work ethic throughout the drill, so I've been pleased with that. But no, he's doing well. I'm proud of his progress.
Darius has been as good as imaginable.
Yeah, Darius has been Darius. It's hard to. I've been talking about him since 2020, so I mean, Darius has been Darius, man. He's practicing hard. He's maximizing himself. I'm kind of spoiling him, letting him play one position a little bit. He jumped in there and played a little center, so. The first couple of days he played a little center guard, but I mean he's mainly been at one position, so he's getting a little spoiled with this camp. So
Coach said that you guys limited some of the older guys' snaps in scrimmage. Were the younger guys able to function? Did you feel like they operated?
Yeah, I mean I was pleased with the operation of it. Of course, there's things you got to clean up and correct. And when a guy goes from rotating every 4 plays to going on 10+ play drives, there is a fatigue and it's not like practice where you say, all right, we're in the red zone. Hey, we're doing 3rd downs. Hey, we're doing short yardage. Now those situations come up immediately, and you have to be able to focus throughout fatigue to be able to understand the situation. That comes with practice. So now that we get the measuring stick of where they are, we get to go back and change and implement in practice to what we are based upon what we saw with Scrimmage 1. So that's why I was pleased with today, because we went out there and get a bunch of situations today with overtime and 3rd down and 2nd and longs, and to see them operate where it could be something that's just simply changing your stance from 3rd and 10 to 4th and 1, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you play 12 of a drive, that mental fatigue kind of jumps in there a little bit. So it's really just them mirror image, seeing themselves of how I'm operating out there. Like, that ain't it. It's not just play. No, it's all right, coming out. Now, we about to take a shot on 2nd and 1, or anything that comes up. Are their minds playing the game, or are they just getting the play and running the play, which is what I really focus on with those young guys.
Coach Norvell talked a lot about good space in the running game looking good on Saturday. How good can that group with your offensive line be this coming season?
Yeah, I mean, it's group to group. You know, I think we got some guys we should be able to, you know, kind of run the ball. We should be able to, you know, with the experience we have, with the backs we have, there's got to be an expectation that we can go in there and run the ball. You know, practices, you know, you have your up days, you have your down days when you're playing against good defense, but what we like is the willingness and the attitude of understanding that we have to be able to do that. So whether it's accelerating feet through blocks, because the reality of it is when you're playing against a good defense, if you're on the right, if the right people are blocking the right guys, you still can go for a 0-yard gain. So you guys still got to make space and create holes. So I think they're doing a good job of mindset of accelerating feet through contact, understanding leverages and where the back goes. So we're doing a couple of group meetings so they can understand it from a big picture standpoint with O-line, tight ends, and running backs, so they can see what we're trying to accomplish by the scheme. So I've been pleased with how that's been progressing.
You've always done those group meetings?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing it. We always done them in protection. We're doing a lot more because we got a couple new faces in there, you know, with new guys added, and just understand the scheme because we didn't slow the install. So I want to make sure, because sometimes you just run plays. I don't want to run plays. I want them to understand concepts.
We got a question on Zoom from Logan Robinson.
Hey, Coach, what have you seen from third-year guys like Jalen Early and Julian Armella? Have you seen some significant growth from those guys, and could they jump in and be one of those rotational players you see this upcoming season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've been progressing right on task. That's why I've been pleased with those guys getting all those reps with how older our group has gotten, because the reality of it is we're going to lose a lot. We're a lot of top heavy. So those guys, it's about their time to kind of show up and show what they've been doing. So I've been really pleased with them. And a lot of them got a lot of action last year. So I've been very pleased with, you know, you talk about Otto, Lucas, Jalen Early, Julian Armella, that group right there that's been coming along and developing the program. I'm very pleased with what their progress is.
I know there's a lot to learn for the young guys, the true freshmen, and some of these guys that came in, like Danzy and some of these guys came in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
But the skill, like how much do you like the skill of that freshman group?
Just speed. Those guys play wide open. You know, sometimes you put a freshman in there, you think they get a little scared with contact courage, but those guys have been able to kind of run right at it and not flinch and things like that. So I like that group's mentality as far as approaching the rope in practice. And so the lining up, the plays, the understanding, man, we can control that a lot for them. The whole offense being in, but I like how they're approaching it and their response to their eyes, because you know we had a full offensive meeting talking about the scrimmage and things like that. Sometimes I know this might sound weird, but the way they look at you can tell their determination and their grit to be like, all right, I know where I'm at. I'm about to go get this corrected.
How much fun? He's on the other side of the ball, but how much fun do you have with Shaheem at practice? Just the energy, the plays he makes, and the energy and talk.
Yeah, I guess it becomes like Shaheem has been like that since he's been here for me. He's always on the other side, but it's a very team-oriented kind of pace. Like he'll go challenge the running back, he'll go challenge a tackle. He keeps it kind of light, you know, and then he'll challenge himself. He'll be down on himself and be making plays. Like, y'all got it, but I'll get it next time kind of deal. But he's just energy. Plus them DBs are small guys, man. It's hard for him to be tired. So he like going to the big guys where they're laying out in the ice box and stuff like that. So it's fun for them.
Coach, how comfortable has the offense gotten with coach-to-player communication and some of the new technologies that are going to be on the sideline this season?
Yeah, I mean, mainly it's going through the quarterback for the offense. So, I mean, it's just, you know, giving the quarterback a couple of tips and reminders, but we want the quarterback to be able to operate. We don't want to, you know, we're not playing Madden, so we just want to give him the call and let him operate and still use his vision. But, I mean, I think it's good wrinkle in there for some things you might change in cadence, tempos, and things like that nature. But, you know, we're not in there trying to control him. We give him the information needed, give him some checks and reminders, and we let him go play.
Y'all good?
For guys like Mo, Darius, and Rob, you've seen their careers unfold and develop and seen their journey.
Oh, yeah.
Your appreciation just for those three guys in particular and how far they've come.
Our relationship goes way beyond just football, man. I mean, those guys we started together, you know, where actually Mo and Darius were here before I got here, so they kind of started before me. But to see them grow into what they've become has been proud, you know, because it's hard. You know, you want to talk about changes and what they went through to get to this point and change the narrative, how they're viewed, man. It's a rewarding thing, but also it comes with maturity, you know, getting offline and taking care of business, wake up in the morning and changing just the whole, like, football part, we make them do that. They have no choice in football and academics, but to see how they're structuring their lives and books they're reading outside of it and just all the things, little things that you get to see as an 18-year-old turns into 22-year-old, 23-year-old that you just love to see because you know they're going to be successful beyond just playing the game on the field. You know, that's what I love, just the decision making, the growth, the development of, you know, just everything outside of the field has been amazing, which has now affected them on the field, which you kind of see in the whole picture of growth throughout their whole life.
Let me follow up on that. Mo's had a lot of playing time, and he's battled through injuries.
Yeah, I've tried to replace him a couple times. He just really injured they could.
So you've got two guys right now, Otto and Rizzi, that are getting a lot of reps. How's that going to help Mo?
Helps him a lot. Rich is going at center too, you know, and Darius can go at center. So it helps him just for rep count, because Mo likes repping. You know, sometimes I have to protect him from himself because he don't want to miss a look, you know, because he understood what preparation he had to do to get here. And every year I sit with him in the spring, tell him I'm gonna try to get a new one, you know, because I think that's the only thing that like really motivates him is understanding that, you know, nothing's guaranteed. And he's met the challenge every time, you know, from bringing in guys to freshmen growing up to rotating there. It doesn't matter, you know, he's always met that challenge. So I wish, you know, as y'all continue, you know, watch Maurice, just his total life package of how he's challenged and responded. Now he's up for the Warfield Award. I mean, his community service, his lifestyle, his going to bed, waking up early. I mean, he's in the building just like a quarterback. So what I've loved is just full development of what Maurice Smith has become as going into his, you know, post-college career.
All right, our last one will be on Zoom from Matt.
What's up, Coach? Manasseh is someone who didn't enroll, obviously, until the summer. He had some good reps and one-on-ones today, looking good. How do you think he's done so far through camp?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with Manasseh. He has a fantastic story, and I kind of fell in love with his story. So, you know, I want to be the one to kind of be responsible for him as he's going through this journey. What I love about him is he's never missed anything. He's never missed a class, a meeting room, a treatment, extra meeting. He has been on point. So, as long as he has the will, Manasseh will be a really good player here for the state if he continues the pace that he's going.
All right, thank you, Coach.